I'm Paul Perkins with check of your ag weather. After highs this afternoon, mostly in the low to mid 90s, the cold front drops south with a 40 to 50% chance of thunderstorms this late afternoon through tonight. Through just after midnight, central and western Nebraska, along with far northwest Kansas, highlighted for a slight risk of severe storms, a level 2 of 5. All other locations are in a lower marginal risk. Wind gust over 60 and quarter-size hail are the main threats. Behind the cold front, highs cool into the upper 80s to the mid-90s tomorrow through Thursday, before the mid-80s to the low 90s on Friday. A few spotty thunderstorms remain possible tomorrow through tomorrow night. Low-end chances of occasional thunderstorms return for Friday night through the weekend. A stronger cold front dropping our highs into the low to mid-80s Saturday, mid-70s to the low 80s on Sunday. That has brought about a fairly big change to our long-term forecast. Nebraska and Kansas temperatures, days 2 through 10 of the Nebraska State Fair, or this weekend through the end of the month, expected to be mostly cooler than normal. Weather becomes more active with above normal rainfall for Nebraska and Kansas this weekend through August 31st, especially this weekend through early next week. Key weather factors impacting the markets include a cold front moving through the U.S. with a burst of cooler air for the weekend and rain across Europe. Most of the U.S. experiences mostly dry weather in the next 5 days. Occasional rain should occur along and east of a line from the Four Corners to the Dakotas. Rainfall totals less than an inch in most locations, possibly locally higher amounts in the south and Midwest. Hurricane Aaron turns northward and passes between Bermuda and the east coast of the U.S. Heat returns across the western U.S. as the week progresses. This weekend, a strong cold front pushes through the U.S. with only isolated rain, but a big temperature drop that makes many areas feel like fall. Across the Canadian prairies, frost is currently not expected, but it could be close, which would end the growing season. Another cold front pushes south from Canada and through the U.S. during the middle to late part of next week with more widespread and heavier rainfall, especially across the Corn Belt. Central and southeastern Europe was hot with stressful conditions for developing corn, but a benefit for the remaining winter wheat harvest. This week in Europe, widespread rain moves from France to Romania, which reduces stress and cools the temperatures. Towards the Black Sea region, the widespread rain makes it to western areas later this week, but becomes lighter with less coverage in the very dry areas farther east this weekend. In southern Brazil, spring planting starts in about a month, and soil moisture is likely to increase with widespread rain from a couple of cold fronts. With the second front, frost is possible, a possible concern for Brazil's advancing wheat. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.